Welcome to Missing Chronicles, where we delve into the heartbreaking and enigmatic mysteries surrounding disappearances. Here, we will immerse ourselves in the world of unsolved cases, thrilling search efforts, and intricate journeys. The goal of this channel is to spread awareness, foster community connections, and provide support to the families and loved ones of the missing. Join me as we embark on a suspenseful journey, hoping to uncover the truth behind these missing chronicles. Help us sustain and grow Missing Chronicles by becoming a patron on Patreon. Your contribution ensures that we can continue our investigations, share compelling stories, and work towards a world where no one is forgotten. Join us in making a lasting impact today. Unexplained disappearances, baffling cases with strange circumstances. These are highly unusual cases. The vast majority of people don't know what happened to them, or they are found disoriented, either conscious or unconscious. When they are reunited with their families and questioned, they often have no recollection of what occurred. For many years now, ex-detective and author David Paulides, along with his Missing 411 team, have investigated thousands of unsolved disappearances in national parks and forests. These cases share eerie similarities. While these disappearances are not exclusive to the United States, most of the incidents mentioned in this video took place in my local area, with some occurring just a few hours away. It is unclear if Paulides has covered any of these cases in his research, but I was surprised to discover numerous strange disappearances in the Yorkshire area. One particular case that deeply concerns me happened just 10 minutes away from where I live. On December 6, 2015, 20-year-old Jason Norfolk was on a pub crawl in Hull, UK, with his girlfriend and friends. In the early morning hours, Jason left the bar called Rumours by himself and was never seen again. His girlfriend found it unusual for him to leave alone, as he would typically inform everyone before departing. She stated, Jason would not have walked out on his loved ones. Strangely, no one noticed his departure, and Jason's friends were surprised when informed. From what I could gather, Jason was content and cared for, as his girlfriend described him as a wonderful person. The community rallied together to search for him, but the last people to see Jason were four men he briefly interacted with on his way to the city center. They assisted him out of a taxi, which someone else had ordered. There may have been a minor altercation between Jason and these men, but he continued on his way. CCTV footage captured him walking toward High Street in the city center at 1:26 a.m. After that, his movements remain unknown. Jason never made it home, and he was officially reported missing at 3:37 p.m. The same day, approximately 14 to 15 hours after he was last seen, the investigation took a strange turn when Jason's shoes were discovered in the mud next to a river, a few meters away from where his phone was found. His trousers, with his wallet in the back pockets, were located further downstream. However, his body was never found. These facts alone are perplexing and challenging to explain. The official explanation suggests that Jason may have fallen into the river and drowned, but his mother, despite petitioning for a fence to be erected around the area, expressed doubts. She mentioned that Jason was physically fit and may have been able to climb out of the water. She wondered why his body had not been found, especially considering his slim stature. The case raises several questions. Why would Jason have taken off his shoes and pants before falling into the river? If he had been abducted, why were his belongings left behind? And if he did drown, why were his shoes and pants not washed away while his body remained missing? Another perplexing case involves 19-year-old Gaia Pope, who went missing on November 7, 2017, in Swanage, Dorset, UK. She was last seen on CCTV while out for a jog and later buying an ice cream. Gaia's disappearance was reported a few hours after she failed to return home, which was highly out of character for her. She suffered from epilepsy and mental health issues, and not having her medication raised concerns. Gaia had experienced a traumatic event 2 years prior, leading to PTSD. She faced difficulties in college and work as a result. Search efforts involving thousands of people, including police, helicopters with thermal imaging, and trained sniffer dogs, were deployed over 11 days. Surprisingly, Gaya's clothes, including her shoes, were found scattered along a coastal path 9 days after her disappearance. 2 days later, her body was discovered nearby. The police ruled out murder as there were no signs of injuries. However, the fact that her body was not located earlier despite extensive search efforts, including helicopters and sniffer dogs, raises questions. Why wasn't she visible on the path when her clothes were found? Was she placed there later? These incidents align with some of the criteria outlined by David Paulides in his Missing 411 series. There is another case that occurred close to my location, but less information is available. On April 19, 2009, 8-year-old Michael Kahn went missing from his home. He was recovering from a viral infection and was last seen by his sister at 10:30 p.m. Michael's disappearance was reported the next morning when his sister went to meet him but found that he had vanished. The police conducted extensive searches, including mounted units, divers, helicopters, and sniffer dogs. However, there were no clues as to his whereabouts or what happened to him. Michael's house showed no signs of forced entry, and all his belongings remained. Despite efforts over 2 years and nearly a decade later, there has been no trace of Michael. Lastly, there is the perplexing case of Sigmund Adamski, who moved to England from Poland with his wife in 1960. On June 6, 1986, Sigmund went grocery shopping and was seen by a neighbor, but he was never seen again. 5 days later, his body was found on top of a pile of anthracite in Tomlin's coal yard by Trevor Parker. Trevor, who had been at the site for several hours that day, did not notice anything unusual until he discovered Sigmund's body. Sigmund's shirt was missing, his pants and shoes were oddly fastened, and his coat was fastened up the wrong way. Burn marks were found on his neck and shoulders, along with an unidentified gel-like substance. Dr. Alan Edwards, who performed the autopsy, concluded that Sigmund died of a heart attack, despite the puzzling circumstances. The question remains, how did Sigmund end up on top of the coal pile without anyone noticing, and what caused the burn marks and gel-like substance? All of these cases are truly baffling and defy easy explanations. They share commonalities such as unexplained disappearances, missing clothing or personal items, strange circumstances, and the absence of conclusive evidence. The families and investigators involved are left with more questions than answers. Thank you for watching Missing Chronicles. We have explored captivating stories and searched for answers behind the vanished. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. Share these videos to spread the message and assist affected families and loved ones. If you have any information related to the cases we've discussed, please leave them in the comments section. Together, we can make a difference. See you in the next Missing Chronicles.